most skinny guys think they know how to train. But if you're natural and your progress has stalled, chances are you actually never trained the right way in the first place. When I first started training, I thought I was doing everything right. I copied workout I saw online, and I spent hours in the gym every week. But with all of that, I still stay skinny and very frustrated. And now, after years of trials and errors, and also coaching skinny guys like yourself, I have realized something. Most naturals are training completely wrong. And today, I'm going to show you what actually takes to build muscle naturally. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Mahoma. I am a fitness coach. I help skinny men build muscle and boost their confidence. I have been coaching skinny guys for years now, who just want to build muscle without the drugs, without the gimmicks, and without the flops. And also without wasting hours in the gym doing random workouts. I'm also a natural lifter myself. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do if you finally want to build muscle. And stick around until the end, because I'm going to show you the 4 biggest mistakes I see natural lifters make in the gym every single week. Now, let's get straight into it. Now, the first mistake most skinny guys make in the gym is they don't train hard enough. Now, what do I mean by training hard? I'm talking about taking your sets to around 2 sets, side to failure or to complete failure. Most skinny guys in the gym, what they do, they just push the weights up and down without no control and no intensity. They are leaving 5, 6, sometimes even 10 reps in the tank without realizing it. And if you're natural, that's a disaster right there. And that's because you don't have drugs to help you recover and grow. For most skinny guys that are natural, your muscle growth comes from the hard work that you put in the gym. Your muscle growth comes directly from how hard you train. And here's the thing, when you train that hard, the amount of volume that you can actually handle will be less than what a lot of influencers are talking about. You don't need to do 20 or even 25 sets for every single muscle group. That's what I call junk volume, because it's simply just going to burn you out. My recommendation has been always simple. 10 to 16 sets per muscle group per week, that's all you need. But here's the key. Those sets that you do has to be real effort. It has to be in that 0 to 2 rep side to failure, or sometimes to a complete failure, because that's where real growth happens. The second biggest mistake I see skinny guys do in the gym is chasing optimal and not chasing progress. When I first started training, I was obsessed about finding the perfect plan. I do change my workout every couple of weeks, my sets, my split, my technique, thinking that there has to be a better way out there. But here's the problem. Every time you change your program, you have to rebuild that intensity back again. So basically, you started from 0 all over again. And that constant surge of optimal is definitely killing your progress. Because here's the thing, optimal doesn't mean anything if your lifts are not going up every single week. You can have the perfect split, the perfect program, the perfect recovery. But if I've been lifting the same weight that you've been lifting years ago, you're definitely not making any progress. It doesn't matter how optimal the program is. And that's the problem. And that's why I'm so skeptical about training concepts like super high volume or lengthened partials. Not because they don't work at all, but simply because they distract you to what actually matters. Progressive overload, consistency, and a solid rep range. Nothing else matters if I'm not doing that. And if you're already doing that, chances are you're on the right track. So you need to stop complicating things. You need to start chasing progress and not perfection. The third mistake is a big one. And I was making this mistake for a very long time. Training like you are enhanced. Here's the thing most people will never tell you. The high volume and low intensity training, that works perfectly for people on steroids. In fact, people on steroids probably better off that type of training style, because the steroid can handle all that stress. But if you're a skinny guy and you're natural, you can't expect to copy these bodybuilders on YouTube and Instagram and expect to grow. And this goes to a lot of these science-based lifters you see on Instagram or on YouTube that are telling you to do 25 sets per week if you want to see real progress. Now, let's just do the math. If you do 25 sets per muscle group, let's say 9 muscle group, that's 225 sets per muscle. Now, if you divide that by 4 training days, that's 56 sets per session. Now, be honest, do you think you're going to recover by doing 56 sets in a single session? Absolutely not. And that's why I call it out all the time. And I know a lot of these science-based lifters and guys on steroids always try to defend this. But here's the truth. You will never actually see them doing that kind of approach. So here's a challenge for you. If you truly believe that's the way to build muscle, show me your 60 sets arm workout and also show me your results. Because I've yet to see a natural lifter thrive on that kind of training. For skinny guys that are natural, volume is not always the answer. However, training smart and training harder always works. And now the fourth and the final mistake is that a lot of skinny guys quit way too early. I see this almost all the time in my journey to build the muscle with my coaching clients and almost every single skinny guy that I see in the gym. If they don't see results in the first 4 weeks or even 4 months, they just give up. They take their foot off the gas completely. And the guys that actually win are the ones that are doing the boring stuff over and over again, tracking their lifts, pushing themselves harder in the gym, eating enough, and finally doing it consistently at least for 6 to 12 months. And I do it again and again and again. That level of consistency is so rare nowadays. If you're that consistent, people start to assume that you are on steroids. But it's not the drugs, it's the fact that you are doing the basic thing relentlessly. When I first started training, I was the skinny guy in the corner of the gym. I didn't have the best genetics. I didn't have the perfect plan. I made the mistake, I learned from it, and over time, I was able to go from skinny to jack. And now I coach skinny guys like I was in the past. So guys, this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys gain a lot of value from it. If you want a one-to-one coaching with me, I'll put a link in the description. Click on the link, book a one-to-one call with me, and I will see how I can help. For the meantime, I will see you in the next video.